Okay, we are cutting this really fine here, so let's have a quick rest. While we're resting, what are the odds that we actually have a caffeine drink on us? We do not. Nor do we have any more coffee. Okay, so this is going to come down to, can we make it up that rope before we run out of gas? Oh, crap. Okay, nope, we are apparently too encumbered to climb.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby, and today we are back in the Long Dark, where we have got a bit of a problem. Now, if you saw the last episode, you will know that we spent a few days over in Desolation Point, where we killed a moose, and then we walked back through Coastal Highway, where we spent a couple of days, and we killed a bear, and now we're on the ravine map, trying to get back to Mystery Lake. Unfortunately, though, and this is where the problem comes in here. Yeah, unfortunately, we have got... I was going to say, yeah, we have got an uncured bear hide, we have got a metric ton of guts, and I have a sneaking suspicion I forgot to drop the moose hide, didn't I? Yes, of course I forgot to drop the stupid moose hide so that could cure up. Anyway, yeah, we also have a moose hide, and I believe a metric ton of guts that we need to deal with. So did I drop the guts at least? Cured... Okay, we did at least have the decency to drop the gut. Anyway, point being, we have got a bunch of fresh crap that we have got to get from here to the camp office. Or if not the camp office, then at least somewhere reasonably near to the camp office, because the problem is, in order to get from here to the camp office, we are going to have to deal with... I'm trying to do a little bit of math here, so there's going to be 3 wolves, give or take. Possibly only 2, but there's going to be 2 or 3 wolves that are right in front of the dam. And then over by the hunter's blind, down the backside, there's going to be another couple of wolves. And then there's at least 3 out on the lake at any given moment. So yeah, we're talking 8, possibly 10 wolves. And in fact, there's another 2 or 3 that spawn on the other side of the little hill in the middle that are also likely to show up if we try and walk through there with 3 bars of stink. But either way, yeah, we are going to have to deal with an awful lot of wolves in order to get this crap back to somewhere where it can cure up all nice and safe and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, I am half tempted to just leave this stuff here and let it cure right here. However, if we do that, we are still going to have to come back through all of those wolves to pick it back up. So, I have been given this a metric ton of thought, and I have come up with what I think is a pretty decent solution. Now, really quick, before I tell you what that solution is, let me just make up some water, because we are, if I remember correctly, just about out. And that's better. Okay, now, how much time do we have left on this? 11 minutes? You know what? I'm going to drop one more stick in here, just in case. Okay, now the other fundamental problem that we are also dealing with at the moment is the fact that we currently weigh 54 kilos, and that is without the moose hide, the bear hide, and all of the guts therein. So yeah, if we try and lug all of this crap basically anywhere, we are pretty much going to be waddling with a gigantic 3 bars of stink size target on our back. So, to that end, I have had a bit of a thought. Basically what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to dump every single thing in my inventory that I don't need, apart from a little bit of fire supplies, the hatchet for self-defense, probably a flare, just in case, you know, something goes tragically wrong. I mean, we've only got a couple of them left, but I feel like this might be a really decent occasion to use one. And then we're going to grab all of the stinkies, and we're going to head out to the exit. Now, once we get there... Okay, this looks like a good spot. Anyway, yeah, once we get here, we are pretty much going to drop trowel, and we're going to run. So we're going to drop that, we're going to drop that, we're going to drop both of those. Away with ye, away with ye, away with ye. Drop that, Drop our moose
I'm not
bag.
sure I can carry much more.
Dave, you are pretty much as light as you have ever been, my friend. In fact, we currently now only weigh 32 kilos, which means we can climb the 2 ropes that lead up to, I always call it... Actually, I can't remember what I call it, but yeah, there's a little tiny cave that is up on top of the hill next to the camp office, and we can actually sneak around pretty much all of the wolves to that cave if we go around the back of the trailers here and then cut down to the stream. And once we get to the stream, we will follow that.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Instead of going down the backside like I usually do. And we can just follow that to the ropes and then climb the ropes and we should be right there. Now the thought is that once we get there, we can, well, basically have a fire, warm back up, and then run all the way back, grab our clothing, get back to the cave where we were at the start of this episode, maybe get one more night's sleep in there, and then we should be able to get pretty much everything else to the camp office like we usually do without too many problems. Now, the logic behind doing all this naked is twofold. Essentially, one, it's allowing us to be light enough so that we can not only climb the ropes, but have some sprint if we need it. And it also has the added advantage of the fact that if we do get attacked by a wolf, none of our clothing is going to get beat up or destroyed. So yeah, not sure if this is the smart thing to do, not sure if this is the right thing to do, but this is what we're doing. Alright, Dave, my friend, good luck. Alright, so far so good. Now we just gotta climb these 2 ropes, get into that cave, and warm the hell up before we get frostbit. He says, as the frostbite risk debuff goes off. Oh, I know, Dave. We are tired as hell. Tell you what, though, buddy. I only need you to get up one more rope. We're minted. Oh, crap. Hold that thought. We gotta get back down here. I forgot. I actually need to wait for my energy to come back. And in fact, do we have any coffee on us at all? Please tell me we do. No food you want to look in, dum-dum. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, we do have a coffee. I know, Dave, we're cold. Trust me, dude, I'm doing this to you on purpose. Okay, sprint is back to halfway. Not gonna worry about the wolves, because we're perfectly safe up here. And that should be enough energy to get us up there, once that bar fills up. Yeah, it's a big climb, too, because there's a shelf in the middle that we're gonna have to stop at. Alright, buddy, moment of truth. I need you to get up that shelf, I need you to rest, and then I need you to get the hell up to the top of the hill. Okay, we are cutting this really fine here, so let's have a quick rest. While we're resting, what are the odds that we actually have a caffeine drink on us? We do not. Nor do we have any more coffee. Okay, so this is going to come down to, can we make it up that rope before we run out of gas? Oh, crap. Okay, nope, we are apparently too encumbered to climb. You know what? I think that means we are going to have to ditch. Well, basically the firewood. What can we do? 28 we gotta have? I really need to keep the coal, because I am going to need to warm up for at least a minute here. Okay, what else do we got that weighs a lot? You know what? That can go, that's a half a kilo. Kinda hate to ditch the spare hat. You know what? Let's just drop all of the water, because we can make more when we get there. Let's eat this. Come on, baby, I only need a little tiny bit. Oh, okay, it's not going to let me have it, because we are encumbered. Okay, now, in the food, do we have a can of coffee? We do not. Nope. That is not what I wanted to do, Dave. What I wanted to do is I wanted to do that, and then I wanted to pop a stem, which is what we probably should have done when we were back down at the bottom. Alright, you know what? Let's do that. Let's get up there, and let's worry about the consequences afterwards. There, Dave, are you happy now? Okay, let me grab some sticks, let me go start a fire, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do after that. Holy crap, did I really leave this much firewood up here? Yay, one less problem. Okay, and there's the hide and the guts drop. There's our bedroll down. Still got 4 hours, which means we can get some sleep, and then we will have 2 less problems. Actually, we have a metric ton fewer problems now. Okay, we still got 40 minutes on that. We have enough energy that I'm reasonably certain we can... Nope, I want to pick that up, thank you. Anyway, yeah, I'm reasonably certain that we can get back down the rope, which is exactly what I wanted. Okay, actually, how much weight are we currently lugging? 22 out of 33. I think, for the sake of survival, I'm going to grab a couple of those. No point grabbing the torch, because we'd have to leave it behind if we did. And welcome back.
I wonder if I could...
Okay, we have made it. 138 days, 18 hours, 30 minutes. We are now more or less fully rested. We are completely fully healed. We have got all of our gear back. And we only weigh 46.11 kilos, which is absolutely brilliant. Although that will increase significantly once we pick up our bearskin bedroll. However, before we do that, you know what? We still got a little bit of the energy bar to fill up. How about we go grab another couple hours of sleep? Alternatively, Dave, you could remember to take a drink and then get a couple more hours of sleep. Alright, you know what? I don't think, after everything we've been through in this episode, that is going to make all that much of a difference. Oh, yes, please. I would love a blizzard to hit before I get off of this map. And no, I'm not being sarcastic. I genuinely mean that. Because having a blizzard means that we are a lot less likely to run into wolves out on the lake. And since we can cross Mystery Lake map pretty much blindfolded, thank you, game gods. Alright, so, bit of a good news, bad news situation here at the moment. Good news is, we actually made it all the way back here. Bad news is, there is absolutely no firewood here at all, and for reasons I still don't comprehend, no water. Which means, we gotta go get some firewood, and we gotta go get some quick. Ah, brilliant. I was just thinking how wonderful it would be if only I could go back outside again.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, I know. It's full of sticks. Yeah, one good thing about being away for a while is... Oh, I thought there was something under there. Anyway, yeah, the one good thing about being away for a while is that there are always plenty of sticks about the place. Okay, we still got an hour left on that, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it here at the moment. Now, it is getting on close to dark. We definitely need to get some sleep. However, we do have a little bit of time to kill. And I think what I would like to do is I would like to start doing some repairs. So we now have basically all of the guts. We've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we got like 6 rabbit hides, I guess. Something like 6 wolf pelts. We've got a couple of maple saplings, which is brilliant. We can make another bow. Still got snares. I completely forgot about those. Oh, hang on. Why are you guys not over there with your brothers? Alright, well anyway, we have a metric ton of maple saplings. We got a metric ton of birch, so we can make some arrows. Pretty sure there's... yeah, I was gonna say, pretty sure there's a pile of feathers and arrowheads kicking around here. And then we got 2 bear hide. So yeah, we can definitely do some repairing here. Okay, well, I can't technically see anything in here at all, but if you look up there at the top, the midpoint of the sun is over the horizon, which means we should technically be able to get back to work here. So, we wasted a deer hide on the pants, because it didn't repair properly. I'm thinking we are definitely going to do the boots next, because they need it more than anything. Got them up to 76, so technically they need another deer hide. And the pants need another deer hide. Okay, how did that do for the time? It worked out perfectly. We can now see again. So we said, what, 2 deer hide? Actually, you know what? While we're doing it, and we can actually move back downstairs now, too. Okay, we need 1 wolf. Not going to worry about the bear. That thing is perfectly fine. Bearskin bedroll, on the other hand, definitely needs a little bit of love. So 1 wolf, 1 bear, a couple of deer, and then I think we should be just about at 100% on everything. Here's to hoping, anyway.
Getting kind of thirsty.
Dave, you're fine. Your deerskin pants are also 100% repaired. Here, have a drink. Shut up. Now, unfortunately, the sewing kit, I do believe, is just about done for. I don't think we're going to get another repair out of it. No, I want to do it on that screen. Okay, and it was the boots that needed it. Oh, do I need another deer hide? Okay, well, you're in luck. I have 1 left. Which means I'm going to have to be careful about that sewing kit fiasco. Yes, please. I want to do that. Oh, okay. I do have a 100% thing and 100% fishing tackle. I hate to say it, but I think I'm going to use the fishing tackle, and I'm going to save the sewing kits for an emergency. Okay, everything we own is now 100% repaired, apart from this pair of pants, which is at 92. Oh, and the moose bag, which we're not going to talk about. So, I can drop the spare bunny hat. Oh, that's the one you're not wearing, Dave. Yeah, drop that. Pop that up on the counter. Assuming we can find a spot for it. Yes, let's actually pop it up next to the 99% deerskin pants. Ooh. Forgot I had a spare one of those. Killed hides are fine. It's only been a day or so, so the moose hide stuff isn't going to be done. Well, you are going to need more food, so let's go out and grab another hunk of bear meat.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Nope, Dave, actually, we're going to pick more crap up. Okay, so the next thing I think we're going to need is we are going to need more arrows, because we have only got 8 left. And that is not all that confidence inspiring. So we get 3 per sapling, so we're going to have 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 20. Okay, I don't know how long it's going to take to make that many arrow shafts, but that's where we're going to need to start. 2 hours.
Too heavy.
Too bad. Okay, we still got about 2 hours of daylight left. How many arrows can I craft in 2 hours? Okay, that's 1.5. I think, mind you, we can get 2 done. So you know what? Let's start there. Come on, game. Come me the benefit of the doubt. Thank you. Alright. Getting a little bit late. Getting a little bit dark. Not the most exciting day I've ever had, but arguably one of the most successful. Alright, well, I have a feeling this one's going to end up being a little bit of a shorter episode, but it did start with a fair bit of excitement, so hopefully it's not going to end up being a terrible episode. And yeah, we are now officially back in the camp office. We now have the ability to repair everything that we own, basically 2 or 3 times over. And I think once we get the moose bag done, it's going to be time to go for an explore. Because yeah, the thing just popped up and said we've survived 140 days, and my goal for this series was to make it to 150, 200-ish. So pretty much we can crap out anytime now, and I'm still going to call this one a win. Now, I don't know which map we're going to be aiming for first. There is a temptation to go back to Timberwolf Mountain because we haven't been there in forever. And that will lead us to, I want to say Ash Canyon, I think, is the one you get to from there. But then we could also go back to Mountain Town, and we could go to Hidden River Valley or Hushed River Valley. That's not a terrible map, and I do kind of know my way around that one a little bit better. On the other hand, we could go back through Forlorn Muskeg and go the entire distance all the way out to the airport. And I hate to say it, but I'm kind of leaning towards maybe making that trip. So yeah, lots and lots of potentially life-ending choices on the horizon. And on that risky note, as always, I have been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. Really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of The Long Dark. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next one.